We're here today at a one-of-a-kind custom home that KLM designed and built. We were approached by an empty nester couple initially. They had some ideas of what they wanted in their home. As far as amount of rooms or amount of bedrooms, they wanted a multi-story house in this case, but they wanted main level living because they're starting to get to the empty nester stage of life. So we met the home buyers at the prospective lot that they were looking at. They thought that this particular home site would interest them. It was an acre in size. It was wooded, very private in the rear, but there were some ponds in the backdrop. And so there's always a risk that there could be some soil conditions, there could be some water issues, there could be some floodplain or things of that nature. So we engaged our team then to come out and do soil tests initially, make sure that we had good soils that would hold a standard foundation, that we didn't have any groundwater issues that would make the site too wet or too unbuildable, and that there was no floodplain issues or those sorts of things. So once we ascertained the answers to all those questions, then we started the design of the home. And we did all that in-house. We have our own drafting department where we do the entire floor plans from scratch, or they can build one of our plans with modifications if they like. In this case, it was a design from scratch procedure where they had the idea of how many rooms they wanted on what levels, and then we started with a clean sheet of paper and designed this custom house from the beginning to fit their needs. The outside is relatively maintenance-free on this house. If you look around, the whole front facade, the side facades, a lot of those are brick and stone, so they're full masonry product, which requires no maintenance in the future, very low maintenance. The rear of the house, we did a siding material by James Hardy. It's a cement board siding, and that comes with a factory finish on it that's good for the first 15 or 20 years. And then all the soffits and fascia are aluminum. The gutters are aluminum, so there's no painting or maintenance there. We did a composite roof on this particular house. Years ago, cedar shakes were all the rage, and everybody wanted a cedar shake roof. But with wood cedar comes a lot of issues, splits, cracks, insect and bird infestation in the materials, rot. So they're very expensive to maintain, very expensive to own, and very expensive to replace. So in this case, we went with a composite shingle that's lifetime, very little or no maintenance, and should last for the life of the home. Yeah, as you first walk into the home, they wanted something very dramatic in the entryway, so we did a 2-story foyer with a beautiful curved staircase with iron balusters. Very popular today to have the craftsman style posts and the iron balusters on the staircase. We did an arch theme also. There's several arches throughout the home. That was another criteria they wanted. Lots of natural light, huge windows, a 2-story great room you'll see. We have a den or study, or the home office, with a bunch of built-in cabinetry and granite countertops. Again, well lit, lots of glass. We did a nice coffered ceiling with crown molding, and we did a beautiful arched entry from the foyer into the 2-story great room. We also have a 2-story stone fireplace in the great room. It's kind of a unique fireplace because it's actually a heating appliance as well as a beautiful fire. You get a tremendous flame pattern in there, but it throws out a tremendous amount of heat. There's several different fan speeds. So that firebox will heat this whole 2-story great room kitchen, main level of the house. So it's a beautiful appliance as well as functional and practical. The flooring we did throughout the whole first floor, solid 3/4 inch tongue and grooved. It's a hand scraped material. It's an oak, nice brown dark finish, which is very up-to-date look, and a wider plank. In the old days you used to see a lot of 2 1/4 inch strip flooring. This has a 5-inch plank, and it has the hand scraping, so it's got a lot of character. We also did 8-foot tall doors because of the 10-foot minimum ceilings, and we did knotty alder doors in this case. So again, the doors will have a lot of character, and they kind of go with the hand scraping of the floors.
Absolutely.
There's also a beautiful sunroom off of the family room. It's all glass on 3 sides, and we did a brick accent wall, which is another feature they wanted in that home.
Now this kitchen, a lot going on here. Tell us about this.
They cook at home quite a bit, so we did a lot of cabinetry in this case. We built-in appliances. We have Sub-Zero refrigerators. We did this 9 or 10 foot island for them, which is very popular today. Lots of cabinetry in the island, double trash in the island, dishwasher, and then we did an apron front Kohler sink as well, which is cast iron porcelain. It's a lifetime sink that'll last forever. Did a beautiful quartz. Quartz is a stone product like granite, but unlike granite, you never have to seal it. So this is one called Arlaza. It has a natural veining. It looks like marble, but unlike natural marble, there's no sealing. It's not soft. It's a lot more scratch resistant and much more stain resistant. So it's a great surface to use for countertops today. We also did a marble backsplash. You'll notice in here. That's a natural marble, multicolor. Just adds a lot of character to the house. And we did a pot filler as well behind the cooktop. A lot of people will use those pot fillers if they're cooking pastas or without having to carry a wet pot to and from the kitchen sink. So those are a popular amenity.
I like this contrasting range hood here. You got a nice custom
Yeah, we
hood.
did 2 different colors. We did the perimeter in a soft white finish, and then the island is done in a separate stain finish, a brown stain that kind of ties the floors in with the theme. And then we picked that same stain up in the hood, and we did a stain match on a custom hood for them. And it's a furniture style hood that vents to the outside, so it takes all the cooking odors and everything right to the exterior of the house. But it's a beautiful custom hood. We did some custom inserts in here for cutlery. We also did some for spices.
All soft close. So nice.
Yeah, all soft close hardware, solid wood drawer boxes, full extension drawers, so they open 100% of the way. Yeah, off the kitchen they did a Butler pantry. We're going to build a microwave in that particular area as well. Again, Laza countertops and quartz. And then right across from that Butler's pantry, we did a nice walk-in pantry.
A really good size one.
Yeah, they could use to store many things, small appliances, cereals, canned goods, everything you need. We did a beautiful porcelain tile on the floor in here. We imported all of our porcelains from Spain. Spain and the Italians make the finest porcelains in the world, and so we used both in this house. We bring in container loads of this material that we stock at our warehouse. We did a beautiful 3-car side load garage. We did a custom epoxy floor finish in that garage. It makes it much easier to clean and maintain.
And so right off the main living space is the master, I guess, right?
Yes, off the main part of the great room, there's a spacious master suite. We did a step ceiling in here with 2 layers of crown molding. We did a 2-piece crown molding around the perimeter. We did a single-piece crown molding up in the step. So here you have almost an 11-foot ceiling. Lots of light again. We did a triple window that goes almost floor to ceiling with transom glass. In the master bath, we did a huge walk-in shower that has his and her shower heads. We also have a handheld. We did a beautiful niche in the wall. Again, all custom made, and then we did a custom glass frameless shower door. We did porcelain tile again in this bath. We did 24 by 24. We did a larger format tile on the floors, and then a 12 by 24 on the walls. Again, we did some LED lighting under the toe kicks of the vanities. Inside the linen cabinet, we did some LED lighting, and then a beautiful quartz countertop again that doesn't require sealing and much more stain resistant. Upstairs we did 2 guest bedrooms. They each have a private bath suite as well. Beautiful porcelain floors again, quartz countertops, framed mirrors that match the cabinetry. So everything that the customer chose, we were able to supply.
So here we're in the basement, so tell me what we're gonna see here.
Well, we finished part of the lower level. We did some beautiful windows again. This is what we call a daylight basement or a garden basement. So the basement's above grade, so you get some natural lighting. Again, we did more wine storage with a custom built-in. We're gonna have a built-in microwave in the bar down here. And then lots of cabinetry, LED lighting again that we did on below the cabinets. And then a quartz countertop. We also did a stone and glass backsplash here. Great for entertaining. It's long, probably could fit 7 or 8 stools on a bar this size, so they got lots of room for entertaining. And then we did an exercise room down here. We did a kind of a custom cork floor for them. So they've got something to set their weights on if they set the barbells down if they're working out. And again, the daylight situation to the outside.
And the floor here, obviously this is not wood, it certainly looks like it. What do we have here?
So this is a luxury vinyl tile on the floor. It looks like wood planks. They're nice and wide. They're 7 or 8 inches wide and 4 to 6 feet long in cases. And the nice thing is it's 100% waterproof and it has a lifetime guarantee.
So we're in a storage area here, and Cam, quite honestly, I've never seen this. What are we looking at?
We built this in a particular city or village that required a sprinkler system or a fire suppression system throughout the whole home. So we did kind of hidden heads in each room that are flush with the drywall, so you barely see the fire suppression system at all. In the basement, in the mechanical room, you'll see we did this. This is a backup tank with a pump. So if your water supply ever was diminished, you would still have all these gallons of water to put out a fire in the event of a full power failure. We have a backup generator on this house. So if the power ever goes down, the generator kicks on within 90 seconds, and again, it'll power up a large part of the home. With the finished lower level, we're probably just over 5,000 square feet of living space. So we did dual energy efficient furnaces, and then everything's on its own zone. So each level of the house has its own thermostat, and you can control the heating or cooling independently on each level from one another. Yeah, this is one home that we built on the customer's property, what we call, we'll build on our land or yours. So if you're interested in a custom home project or any home project, we'll be happy to sit down with you at any time and talk about designing and building your dream home.